I'm at your service.
My friend, you're a trader. Help me out here.
Well, I've been there several times myself and come back empty-handed.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant.
Here you are.
Surely such valuable material can't just vanish.
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red paint, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never arrived, and another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed.
And you think they're lying?
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same paint goes missing.
What do you need quicksilver for?
I don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me. I'm painting the church in Ujits. Can you imagine how...
Not really.
Then be glad you can. My eyes are just...
That's all I need to know for now.
Ah. But wouldn't you care to buy something before you go? Or play a game? I really need some money. I've been waiting.
Why not? Show me.
I'll be with you. Pour me one.
I'll be right back with that. Here, enjoy it.
God be with you.
Are there any problems?
Nothing I've heard. God be with you.
God save you.
Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
I'm here on behalf of the master fresco painter. He said you sent him away empty-handed.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to.
It's not that I don't want to.
I see. You can't because you don't have any. And you don't have any because you're selling it out the back door, eh?
Suppose I was. I don't see what business...
What if I told you I'm the emissary of the royal hetman Radzig Kobyla, and you've got yourself mixed up with a counterfeiting gang?
Counterfeiters? Meaning what?
Somewhere around here is a counterfeiter's workshop. They need the quicksilver to make fake groschen.
Jesus. But... I didn't know anything.
For your sake, I hope that's true. Now tell me what's been getting...
I swear, I wouldn't normally do anything like...
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon. Directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on... Some night, it was. Without a crest. Armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with... They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't...
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and...
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery. That they'd have me thrown out.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before then?
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they...
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name.
Very well. Thank Yeah. Yeah. Why are you just sitting around?
Why not? Admiring the view. People just do not appreciate a lovely view.
Does the name Rapita ring any bells for you?
Rapota, you say?
Look, you little jester, I'm investigating a crime against the king on the direct orders of Sir Radzig.
Hang on! What's all this about a crime against the king? I'm just keeping an eye on things. When a wagon comes in, I make sure nobody robs it. I get a commission for that.
See? That didn't hurt a bit. Where's Rapita?
I don't know. He's been staying in town lately. He hardly ever shows up here. It seems he's keeping an eye on some...
Who comes to fetch them?
I don't know. Some people. They don't speak, just look mean. Take the goods and go.
Bit of friendly advice. You're wasting your time here. Rapita's scarpered and won't be coming back this...
What? That bastard owes me a dozen grosh. Damn it! Now what? Ah, well... In any case, thanks for the information. I could have been stuck...
Take the church illusion. Jesus, weapons.
So, what did Master Pfeiffer have to say?
I consulted him and we definitely have a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Pfeiffer found out they need copper sheets for the core of the coins and quicksilver for the the other part?
I see. They have such material.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the monastery complaining. They said they could not sleep at night because the blacksmith were...
I see. That's certainly worth asking about. Have you heard anything else?
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Ujits. I heard him complain also. He said that he went to the monastery for...
Well, that's something to follow up as well.
Bloody quicksilver.
God save you.
What can you tell me about the Sasau blacksmiths?
There's too many of us, I'll tell you that for free. This is only a small town. There's Zach, and then, apart from me, there's Master Armourer Otter of Ramstein.
Tell me more about Zach.
Don't have much time for him myself. He knows his craft, no question. But he seems to think his son, Vitus, will be a master.
My father was a blacksmith, and I expect he thought much the same about me.
Of course, any man should be proud of his boy. But Zach makes pride a sin. That's why he's at loggerheads with Mark.
Can you tell me something about Mark?
Well now, there's a master to look up to. He's worked for the lords of Kunstadt and for the richest townsfolk.
If you don't mind my asking, what brings him here?
The same as draws all reasonable people. He's enjoying the peace and quiet. Or rather, he used to enjoy some peace. That dispute with Zach must have put a few more wrinkles on.
What are Zach and Master Otter arguing?
Zach had his boy Vitus trained as an armourer in Kuttenberg, and he wanted to buy out Otter's place, except that Otter's a proud man. How would it have looked? A master armourer giving way to a young whippersnapper who's barely let go of his... And they've been arguing ever since. Well, Zach mostly. He badmouths Otter every chance he gets. He claims that he's only fit for mending pots, and that his son will see...
That will be all. Do you ever work with copper here?
No, and even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Zach from the monastery craftsman's yard has bought... May the Lord watch over you.
I hope I can be of some...
Your father says you don't work any...
We don't.
I've heard differently around town. They say your father's bought up all the copper to be...
Are you calling me a liar? Or my father?
You're right. It's nothing to me either.
Right. So clear off.
I mean, beside the fact I'm here on behalf of the Royal Burgrave Sir Radzig Kobyla, investigating a grievous crime against...
What? What are you talking about?
I'd let you read my Bill of Authority, but I doubt you're educated enough to understand it.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. If I'd known, of course I wouldn't. I mean...
Stop prattling, for God's sake, and start telling me the truth. What's the story with the copper at your ford?
You're right. We do make copper sheets here at night.
So why all the secrecy about it?
Father forbade me to talk about it. I don't know why. I didn't ask.
Who buys those sheets from you?
I don't know. I've never set eyes on him.
Your father has some serious...
I'm so sorry. If I'd known who you were, I'd never have taken such...
Don't think you're out of the woods yet.
Jesus Christ.
Farewell.
I'm honoured that you should come.
So back to that copper, Master.
What? I thought I told...
Your son put it quite differently.
What's that? What are you blabbering on?
Don't be angry with him. I didn't give him any choice.
All right. I suppose there's no point lying. We do make copy sheets.
Why?
Pays me good money. And the people I do it for. I wouldn't want to get in the wrong...
Did they threaten you?
They didn't have to. Just by the look of them, I could say I needed to shut my mouth and do what they want.
And did they ever tell you who they were? Do you know where to find them?
I know a little. But show some understanding. There's nothing but trouble in it for me. I'll lose the work and be left looking over my shoulder for some thugs to come and burn down my...
If you lie down with dogs, you shouldn't complain about the...
There's no need for threats. We can both... If I tell you everything I know, you can help me with a certain small matter. One that'll cover up...
So what are we talking about?
I recently tried to buy Master Armourer Otto Rabstein's business for my son Vitus, but that old fool wouldn't listen to reason. He said he couldn't understand his legacy being taken over by a clod like my Vitus. Despite the insult...
And what is it you need from me?
I thought I'd show Otto that Vitus isn't such a dolt as he thinks. But for that I need someone
Well, that doesn't sound so bad.
What's your plan?
Otto's busy making a very pretty suit of armour for the bailiff. So I was thinking, if we could show that pretty armour of his is absolutely useless...
And how am I supposed to see...
Well, I'd reckon we'd arrange a duel of champions with bludgeons. You'll put on Vitus's armour, and Otto will send his champion in that tin shit of his. You invite the bailiff to what?
And what do I get out of it?
What we already agreed. I'll give up dealing in copper, and I'll tell you everything I know about what's...
Do you really think that will work?
Otto's always mouthing off in the alehouse that my young lad isn't worth a damn. Once I show he's just a bitter old bastard spouting hot air, and Vitus will reap the reward. What with all the strife in the country these days, there'll be no end of work for...
But what if I lose?
Nonsense. How could you? Vitus's armour is light as an eggshell and...
How about if the armour for the bailiff mysteriously went
Jesus Christ! Although, if Otto doesn't agree to the duel, it might be the only...
Exactly. And if you want to wreck Otto's reputation, not keeping his promise to the bailiff could be even worse for him than...
You're right. Do whatever you think fit then. But if the armour gets, lost, don't come to me after.
Of course.
About that copper.
I told you everything I've got to say. I made you...
I'll be on my way.
I can't wait. May the Lord watch over you.
salami, sausages, larvae, cracks to make a mountain. If your cottage burnt down, our sausages will still taste good. If your husband is murdered, our sausages will be here. Come and get them. Our Lord is tasty. Good old bread is for frying. Come and get it, fine people.
I hope I can be of...
Master Armourer, I have a message for you from...
If it's another one of his so-called generous offers, you can go straight back.
No, this is another matter. Vitus wants to challenge you.
What? Me fight with that brat?
Surely you're not afraid of him, Master Otter?
Pah! Me? Afraid of him? Nonsense. But a respectable craftsman like me can't be seen battering a bit.
It will be a duel with bludgeons. No bloodshed. At most, a few bruises and some dents in the armour.
And so I'm to choose a champion of my own.
Good. So let's agree on the...
Hold your horses, young fella. I've got a counter offer for you.
Maybe I'm just doing it out of love for...
Aye, a regular good I could pay you more. And I'd tailor-make a cuirass just for you.
You mean if I fight as your champion instead? I'm not sure how Zack would...
No, you fight on Zack's side.
That's not very honourable.
And Zack's constant slander and mudslinging are the height of honour.
But what if Zack's right? You're not as young as you used to be, and Vitus has trained with...
What? You're as impertinent as that bastard Zack and his You'll get such a battering even Brother Nicodemus from the monastery won't know which side of you is up.
Not until you tell me where and when we should...
I don't know. Sort it out with the bailiff. He should come anyway, so I don't get the blame when you get beaten to a... Aye.
If your cottage burnt down, our sausages will still taste good. If your husband is murdered, our sausages will be here.
Ow.
Get them.
My respects to you.
Is there anything in...
It's so peaceful.
I'm here on behalf of Blacks...
Zack? Don't tell me. It's another complaint. Well, you can tell Zack if you waste another minute of my time with that.
No, it's not a complaint this time. In fact, Zack came up with an idea to settle the dispute once...
Is that so? Well, that's a different kettle of fish. That's just...
A duel.
Jesus Christ!
Now, don't worry, Goodman Bailiff. No one will get killed. It will only be a duel with... Zack chose me as his champion. I'll be wearing a suit of armour made by his son, Vitus.
That sounds like a fine... Naturally, I'll have to be present.
Your presence is certainly expected, Bailiff. We'd like you to refer...
Very well. We'll have it on the marketplace in the front...
That's up to you.
We can announce it right now.
Let's do it.
I'll have it announced around town. You come along at just the right time. It'll be a fine show. Take care now.
Good citizens of Sasau, our township has long been plagued by a protracted dispute. As you are no doubt aware,
Zach, the blacksmith of the monastery courtyard, and Master Armourer Otto Rabstein have been, for some time, at odds. And in so much as it behoves my office as bailiff to settle such disputes and maintain peace and order, I have decided to resolve the blacksmith's quarrel by unconventional means, whilst affording an entertaining spectacle. In short, we shall let them knock each other's teeth out. However, since it ill befits two respectable tradesmen to maul each other on the market square like a pair of cocks on a dung heap, each of them has elected a champion. Zach, the blacksmith, has appointed to fight in his stead Henry of Scarlet. And Master Otto Rabstein's champion will be... Please, introduce yourself, Sir Knight.
Master Otter will fight for Master Otter. I don't need some young pup to take my place.
I remind you that this will be a duel with bludgeons alone, and until first blood is shed. Come, folks, be sensible for heaven's sake. We don't want any maiming here, or, God forbid, murder. So, if both contestants are ready, let us begin.
Boy, yeah. Here.
You kicked that old bastard's arse, Henry. His ears will be ringing for a month. Now everyone will see who knows how to make armor.
Believe it? Broke a spoke on my cartwheel again yesterday.
Again? How many times was that this month?
3 times. Would you
I must say, I worked up quite a sweat.
No doubt. The main thing is you... Anyway, come by the forge later, all right?
I was just rolling along and it went crack out of the blue.
Bad luck comes in threes, eh?